Unleashing the power of emotional intelligence. Emotions drive people, people drive performance. But what is emotional intelligence? It is the ability to identify and manage your own emotions and understand the emotions of others in your network. Dr. Travis Bradbury very rightly explained emotional intelligence made up of four core skills. These four core skills can be understood by two primary competencies: personal competence and social competence. It is very important to understand what is your personal competence, what you are good at, what are your personal plus and minus. Thereafter, you can move out to understand the social competence, that is, the people who are there with you, the people who are going to be as your co workers, your family, your friends, anyone and everyone who is a part of your society. Personal competence can be best understood by understanding self awareness, that is, knowing yourself, knowing your own plus and minus, your advantages and disadvantages, and thereafter understanding how to manage those advantages and disadvantages. So, in self awareness, it is important that you believe in yourself, you believe in your strong points, and the points that are not very good, that needs to be improved, you need to work on it consistently. Self management is only possible if you keep on adapting your ideas, your tasks according to situations. Do not think or take as one approach as the best approach. They also need to keep on changing. Keep on changing your initiatives, keep on changing your drives, because that will further motivate you to work harder. Once you have controlled, or once you know how to manage your own emotions in an efficient manner, you can start becoming socially aware of the people around you. Try to empathize with the people. Try to empathize with the people who are working for you. Understand their situation. And only when you understand their situation, you can answer or work with them in an effective manner. As a professor, I always try to empathize with my students because that helps in building a very good, strong emotional relationship. The more I understand them, the more they understand me, and the effect is long lasting. Social skills play a very important role in building bonds, in collaborations, and making high performing teams. In today's business world, employers value emotional intelligence over IQ. It's true, you have to be intelligent, but if you are emotionally intelligent, you can get the work done faster and in a much more productive manner. When we think about highly emotionally intelligent bosses or workers, it is normal that you'll observe that these people keep their calm even when working under pressure. They lead by giving examples. They just don't talk, they practice what they preach. They resolve conflict and keep on working on them consistently so that they do not develop further. They are empathetic in their approach, be it their colleagues, be it with their co workers, and they are always putting some consideration as a human before business decisions. They always think, what would I have done in this situation? They do not expect that the workers will do Herculean tasks in a small span of time. They always try to imagine on themselves first and then they try to empathize with others. As a group exercise, I encourage my audience to do it because then they understand emotional intelligence much better. Because it's normal, when we keep speaking, when we keep talking, it is more like a lecture. So when you do it yourself, you understand that yes, I am understanding it in much better manner and trying to go into the details of what the topic is. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, most of the time people always think if the father and mother are intelligent, the kid will be intelligent. We always try to relate it with genetic inheritance, physical attributes, life experiences, or environmental conditions around us. So, if you see, right now we are going through this COVID 19, and people just think, okay, if it is something so bad, something so turbulent, why don't I use it in the best possible way? So there are group of people who give up, who are like, oh, I am not well, I can't meet my family, I can't go out. So they start becoming more and more pessimistic, they start becoming more negative. Whereas there are a group of people who will use their emotional intelligence and try to think what best I can do to use this time. What is something that I could not do when I had no time for it because of my hectic schedule? Now is the time. I should do it now. So you learn from your life experiences, you learn from your situations, you use everything around you to make it a positive living experience. Moving on, this is again another exercise which I tell my training associates to do with me. I always make them think, what are the things that bring happiness to your situation that you're facing right now? So I give them best boss, worst boss scenarios, the feelings they have, the type of energy they have when they think about the good things in life, the type of what do you call scenarios that come to mind when you think about the situations, when you think about the characteristics, how you define the plus and minus. So this is a very, very effective exercise which I have done, and I encourage you also to do it. Just sit down and note down any five first characteristics that come to your mind when you think about your bad boss or your bad teacher, depending on where you talk about him or her as worst boss or bad boss. Then you think about the best boss, any first four things that come to your mind. And I assure you, when you're doing that, when you are writing your worst boss, you will be going through a lot of anger, negativity, pessimism. You'll be like, I don't like him because one, two, three. And when you're sitting and jotting down best boss, the emotions will be flourishing. You will feel happy, you'll feel positive, you'll feel energized. So, you see, when you're discussing the plus things or the positive things in life or good things in life, automatically your emotions also become happy and you relate to it in a very good manner. There are various ways that you can improve your emotional intelligence. It's not something that you're born with, it's something that evolves with passage of time. You should practice empathy. You should learn how to say no. You don't have to please everyone. You can't please everyone in life. It's difficult. So, first, please yourself. First, be content that yes, I have been doing these things and they have been getting good results to me. And then you start experimenting with other people. Be adaptable, be open to change. You don't have to give up or take everything that is coming to you. Take your own sweet time to understand whether it's really important, whether I really need it, and if yes, then accept it. Take the success as it comes, cherish your success, but at the same time, do not be afraid to fail. Failure is a stepping stone to success. If you fail, think of it as a learning experience and try again. Your emotions might go through a roller coaster. You might feel very, very bad about it, but the magic will happen only if you are consistent. Do not be wedded to the new ways of learning all the time. You don't have to learn everything, you don't have to know everything. You just need to know things that you're going to use every day in life and it brings about happiness. Give up the idea of perfection. It doesn't exist. It is trial and error that makes you perfect. It's just something that gives you, yes, I've done my best. That is perfect for you. Do not have set standards that this is perfect and you keep on trying to get that. Work for it, and you will see the more and more you take rests, the more and more you train your brain, you will be very, very happy and successful. So just learn with your things that you're doing in your day to day life, and whatever brings happiness or whatever brings the sense of contentment, try to repeat it more often. Try to be with like minded people. Try to find your own tribe, because the more you are with like minded people, the more they understand you and the more you develop. Positivity is very important in order to have a great idea converted to implementation. Take subsequent breaks. Do not keep on doing something continuously, because soon you'll get bored. So keep changing your small things here and there. Keep changing your locations where you're sitting. Maybe you're sitting in the drawing room or you go out in the garden. Have breathe bit of fresh air, because it all energizes you. Emotions play a very, very important role, because the way you feel, you react in the same manner. Take sleep in good timings. I mean, do not stay awake for longer hours, because that can tire your brain and you can start working less effectively. So keep on training your brain by taking breaks, by changing your locations, and keep on practicing new things that bring happiness. Emotion intelligence is the foundation for critical skills. How good you are in managing your anger, how good you tolerate stress, time management, decision making, communication, flexibility, accountability. All these things, they are in good proportions in everyone, but some practice it more, some in less numbers. So, as an emotionally intelligent person, remember that you need to have a clear idea about what exactly you want from this life tree. That is your EQ, emotional quotient. The more you feed this tree with fresh air, with fresh ideas, with new ideas, with richness of moving out, fresh air, the more this will flourish. The more you will know how to do and when to do. You will be able to answer the 5 W's: what, when, who, where, what, when, who, where, and when very well. And at the same time, you will be able to deal with the H, that is how to do it. It's the emotions that will lead you to it. So it's very important for you to feel good. It's very important for you to feel healthy, because healthy mind leads to giving healthy results. I've had the references from all these different websites that you just saw. All my work is from these particular websites. The pictures and everything that I have taken care and researched, it's from here. And I always say to everyone, keep on practicing emotional intelligence. It is EI over AI, emotional intelligence over artificial intelligence. Even in the era of digitalization, we need to connect emotionally. We need to make an impact. And that is only possible if you find connections. And these connections are for life, are for your career, are for your better future. So if you have any questions, any further questions, please do not hesitate to connect with me. You can find me on these pages. I will always be there to connect emotionally with you. Thank you.